Vandaag gaan we bezoek brengen aan een fysiotherapeut en een psycholoog uit Oekraïne, die vanwege de oorlog in Nederland zijn. Ik wil graag weten hoe het met ze gaat en hoe het met hun early intervention team is.
Early intervention is een beproefde methode die ontwikkelingsproblemen bij jonge kinderen effectief aanpakt. Met grote voordelen voor kind, ouders en maatschappij. Early intervention is een reactie op de klassieke manier van werken. Bij de klassieke aanpak ligt de nadruk op een medisch-technische benadering. Het kind wordt door afzonderlijke specialisten behandeld en de ouders staan aan de zijlijn. Bij early intervention worden ouders en verzorgers van kinderen met ontwikkelingsproblemen ondersteund. Diverse specialisten werken samen in teamverband met de ouders. Dit gebeurt in de eigen omgeving van het kind, zodat het zich optimaal kan ontwikkelen. Ouders kunnen hun capaciteiten om hun kind te begeleiden vergroten en zodoende kan worden voorkomen dat het kind in een instelling terechtkomt. De sociale kansen van het kind worden daarmee vergroot, zodat het beter in staat is deel te nemen aan de samenleving. In Oekraïne is wet en regelgeving over early intervention in voorbereiding. Het zal onderdeel worden van het nationale zorgsysteem.
We zijn inmiddels onderweg naar een plaats in Noord-Holland waar we woonruimte gevonden hebben voor 2 early intervention specialisten, Sasha en Lena, die met hun kinderen naar Nederland zijn gevlucht.
Wat deden ze precies in Oekraïne?
Zij werken voor het Early Intervention Instituut in Kharkiv.
Kharkiv, dat ligt toch helemaal in het oosten?
Ja, dat klopt, vlakbij de grens met Rusland.
Sinds 2001 heeft het Early Intervention Instituut in Kharkiv honderden kinderen geholpen bij het maken van een goede start. En zelfs nadat oprichter en directeur Anna Kukuruza evenals haar team moest vluchten, weet zij de zaak draaiende te houden. Eerder deze week, in een online interview, vertelde Anna ons hoe ze dit voor elkaar krijgt.
Hello Anna, I'm really glad to see you today. You're in Lviv now, you're originally from Kharkiv, you had to flee. And I was very surprised to hear that you continue providing your ECI service. Can you explain me how you do it?
You know, it's very interesting because I think we have to to use lessons from life, because now we use very much online work, but our experience from COVID time, that time we started to use very actively online format, and we found, and even we did some small research for family, it was very useful. So now we use our previous experience but try to adopt it to this war situation.
And how is it possible that you yourself and colleagues that have fled the region, and some of them are still there, that they keep on working?
You know, Eric, I thought about it, and my answer will be: we have a really great team. It's a very motivated, very professional persons, and I would say very powerful.
We started to do a research together in Ukraine.
You know, in Ukraine we have a very, very young ECI system, and I know some organizations stopped to operate because of war, but at the same time we see how family needs our service. And so it was an idea how to organize, to collect professionals in a big Ukrainian professional group, and how to ask parents what they think about ECI now, how the ECI can help them. We would like to develop ECI because we know even such a terrible situation can be can be a start for new development.
Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you for invitation.
We zijn aangekomen bij de voormalige pastorie, waar Lena en Sasha tijdelijk wonen.
Can you please tell us what happened to you and your families nearly 3 months ago?
At 24th of February at 5 in the morning, we woke up from big explosions and understood that war began, and we wanted to leave Kharkiv, but in the next time we heard air alarm and went to the shelter when we have been 1 week with my husband, with my 2-year-old son and my mother.
In this morning, this terrible morning, my children came to me in my bed and said that bomb to begin. And I tried to support my children, and then I went to found water because it's turned off, and found to bombard shelter. I don't think that this bombard shelter was ready, because it was without water, without everything, without chair, and in this bombard shelter we slept on the floor.
And our shelter was really close to the center of the city, where was most hard bombing from the airplanes, and we hear airplanes and we feel every explosion that have been there. So when we understood that they are bombing houses and killing civil people, we understand that we need to go away from the city.
And one night we decided to stay in house because it's very hot. Nobody sleep in bombard shelter, and we saw very hot gun and on built shake, and we decided that we must go away. We found way. We used evacuation train. It was terrible because I was afraid that I can lost my children, and I passed out in one moment. But we did it.
Are you still in contact with the families you worked with in Kharkiv?
Yeah, I have contact with some families, and we connect with them in Zoom or in WhatsApp or in different with the different kind of video. And also I have contact here with families who flew out of Ukraine. And as our families from Ukraine now all over the world, it's really helpful that we could have connection with them via video chats. And the most important thing in early intervention is creation of relationship. And we already have relationship with these families. So we meet with them, not like specialists and clients now. We meet with them as people who has the same experience, but we as specialists now could share with them something, give them what they need. In new places, in new situations, we could help them to make their routines like it was before war. Not the same, but at least something.